Are we in?
We're in.
I
Yeah.
no hear you.
Oh.
You're muted.
Oh, this mouse is killing me. We're in.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna have to change my button on my mouse because every time I pick my mouse up and put it down, it fucking mutes me.
I was looking and I was like, I see his mouth moving. I see all kinds of stuff moving over there, but I do not hear Dano.
That's all right. I'm a fucking
Welcome
bobblehead
back.
now.
That's not a bobblehead.
Yeah,
Are those bobbleheads?
They're not bobbleheads, but they're fucking big head. Reminds me of
You've
Goldeneye.
got that anyway.
You're right. What do you think? You think we're a fucking toy? We're a Funko Pop now.
I think we're living up to the standards. You got your hat on, your sunglasses, you got your beard, your black shirt. We're not going to talk about the jeans because I know damn well you don't have yours on.
Nope.
I don't have a trophy handy. Actually, I got a trophy. We'll just call the monster the trophy. But if anybody can't recognize what is in my other hand, I do a lot of grilling in the summertime, and I have a special pair of red tongs that I use, and I just happen to have those two.
Where'd my Funko Pops go?
Oh, no.
You put them back. I had them ready and staged. They're back there. John Bronson was going to play with them today. He was over today, but they're right there. John Steed has joined the immortal shelf of stupid shit that I collect. There he is.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, I mean, you haven't really, let me have them real quick. We're going to show them here on the podcast. Anyway, welcome back to Just Got Off Podcast. It's Monday. It's, what is it today? January 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd. Man, we are blowing right through this month.
Where does the fucking time go? That's why it, 1, 2. All right, here we go. Check it out.
That's what she's gonna be counting next week when we do our shots. 1, 2, go.
Look at them little fellers, man.
Those things actually turned out pretty damn cool.
Yeah, they're fucking sweet. Look,
I never got the hype on them. Yeah, I never got the hype on them until like you made one of us, and then I was like, "Oh shit, that's actually pretty cool."
Pretty neat. Yeah, they got them all kinds of things. I mean, we don't make no money off of them, but they are available for purchase. Links are on our Facebook. I think it cost me right around $80 to get both of them inside the little containers and all the customization.
That's crazy.
Mine
that's
even
cool,
has
though.
my little cat right there.
There's Bubba.
There's little Bubba. His arm. He's holding a guitar in one hand and a golf club in the other. And then since John is a racer, John has a trophy in one hand and his infamous red tongs in the other.
These things are so fucking wore out too. Like you can see the red on this end, but you can see like how it's discolored as
Oh
shit
yeah.
on the backside. Like everything is discolored just because they get so warm sitting on the grill. Joe warned me. So Joe messaged me and asked if I was doing okay. We'll kind of touch on that here in a minute. And I said, yeah, man. I said, we're getting ready to do the podcast. He's always wanting me to tell him when we're going live. And so I told him, I said, we're getting ready to go. Here we go. He's like, okay,
we're live, Joe.
He goes, he says, I'm a little fucked up, so be ready.
No, sir. You don't have any idea.
yeah, you'll have to, not next Monday, but the Friday. What is it? What is it? February 2nd. So not this Friday, but next.
Let me look here. How far are we? We're under 2 weeks. It'd be a week from this coming Friday.
Next. Yeah. So we will be doing a Friday night episode. We will still do our Monday night episode next week, like normal. But we're just adding the bonus Friday episode in. I'm gonna be heading to Terre Haute. My wife's gonna come with me. We're gonna make a weekend of it. Do our podcast on Friday. We'll have Guest Frog, one of our good friends and buddies of the podcast. He does some cool shit for us. Yeah, he'll be joining us, and we'll be doing the Power Hour, one shot each minute for a whole hour.
Hell yeah!
So there will be 180 shots taken.
180 shots. Oh my God, we're always gonna be fucking. Oh God. Till one of us falls over.
Anybody that will be.
But we're gonna set up the podcast right here in the living room, right here at Just Got Off HQ, aka Rockstar HQ, and we're gonna move everything out of here. We're gonna have it set up. We're gonna have the computer, and we're gonna have sound effects. We might play a card game or two. We'll do our normal shenanigans. But February 2nd.
And see that. This is what I like to see. Joe Herbert's in the chat saying, "Oh hell yeah, I'll do the shots with you." So we were doing shots of beer. Obviously, none of us will fucking live if we do 60 shots of alcohol.
60 shots of alcohol. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, like liquor or anything like that. But so we've got Joe on board to play along with us next Friday.
Okay.
And Zach Haley told me that he's trying to fine tune his beer of choice that he's gonna, drink with us too. So Zach Haley is also one of the guys that I work with. He bought a Steve Motorsports shirt as well, and he's been a long
Minecraft
time
builder
listener.
extraordinaire.
Oh yeah, son of a bitch, that dude. He is a beast
building
on hair.
Middle fucking fingers and building cow palaces and.
Oh my gosh. Well, and then he's got a big ass tower and all kinds of shit, man. He's building architectural shit.
Yeah.
But no, he's gonna play along too. He said he's
Cool.
trying to figure out which beer he fine tunes and which one he likes best to do 60 shots with us. So
well, I mean, if you don't have Discord on your phone, download Discord on your phone, and we can make you a little window, and you can come join us on the podcast. I can bring you right in.
And Zach has one. Zach's actually in here because he came and hung out with us a couple times on there. So, so Karina just volunteered to be the official shot pourer because she said Steph's gonna do them with us. So,
yeah, right. Steph takes 5 drinks of a beer and is falling on the floor.
So what is that? There's me, you, Frog, Joe,
and Zach. So that's
that's
3. That's 300 shots because she's not doing it. I'm telling you right now, she won't do it.
That's still 300 shots. That's pretty incredible.
That's a lot. That's 300
That's awesome.
shots. If we could get $1 per shot donated, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? Like,
what charity could we do?
I don't know. What charity?
Put it in the chat. Let's put it in the chat. We're going to try and find some sponsors for shots donated. Zach Haley also put in a deal, too, where he could do a donation for one of us a shotgun a beer.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we can do those.
Now, if we shotgun a beer, is that minus shots? I haven't shotgunned a beer in a long time.
Oh, I'm a fucking beast at it. I love it.
Oh God, I ain't shotgunned a beer in a long time.
But I do like the subtraction factor, or you have to put limited shots on there.
Yeah, because I can't.
Limited shotgun.
Man,
yeah, because
I can't shotgun more than like 3 beers. I'm telling you right now. I shotgun more than 3 beers.
I can, but I have to space them out because you gotta let that gas and shit get out. If you try doing them back to back, you will puke. And
we'll put up a donation link or something. We'll put up a donation link for like charity or something like that. And for every 3, we have 300 shots, so we need $300 in donations. I mean that'd be attainable, right?
I bet you we could talk to some people. I bet you we could talk to Matt and some of our good partners and see if they would match $1 for shot that we do that are confirmed shots from people that join the podcast and tune in to go to a charity of their choice.
Sounds good. What are we gonna put the shotgun and the beers at? Like $50 or something? 50 bucks and we'll shotgun a beer. Okay.
2025 would be fine. So yeah, dude. All right.
All right, we got a plan. That's something we can talk about the rest of the week.
See how that works? Yeah, see how that works? All that brainstorming. We've got it coming up on us quick, and we haven't talked about a single fucking thing except for arrangements, getting things ready, and lining up shot glasses, and that's about it.
That's about it. I need to order. Steph, you need to remind me to order the communion glasses for Frog. I need
They've probably got a variety pack. Like you could probably buy a pack of 50.
I need little tiny $5. Okay, so how much? A fifth of a shot? A tenth of a shot? How? I mean,
I don't know what I don't
want to kill. I don't want to kill one of my drummers. So. He's not going to drink beer. John, he's going to do Crown. That's for sure.
So Bobby Walton says, John, wasn't I kind of the one that introduced you to shots? across the street at Pat's. No, I had done shots before, but Bobby Walton did introduce me to doing a keg stand. The keg was a little fucking jank because we had tried doing a keg stand at Pat's, which was one of my parents' neighbors at the time. Pat is a very bulky boy. He's a stout son of a bitch. And something happened where some legs slipped and he smacked the head on the top of the tap, and it was all kind of fucking whopper jawed and wonky tittied in there. It still worked, but it didn't work. Yeah, so they had to pump the fuck out of it just to try and keep some air in it. And it was very foamy, but it was that was my first keg stand.
Damn. Fuck. I don't remember my first keg stand.
Were you too fucked up?
Probably.
When it happened, or
probably.
Was it just that long ago?
I know. When was that? God dang, it was just that long ago. I think. I mean, it was just. Oh God! Don't even get me started on the fucking stories. I shot a kid in the nuts with a paintball gun. I got shot in the nuts with a paintball gun. I got shot in the throat with a paintball gun that night.
Hi, I'm Dan Lindsay, and welcome to Jackass.
Yeah.
More or less. Damn. I think this was back in probably 2012-ish, maybe, when I did my first keg stand. It was only a couple years out of high school. So
Man. I've been out of high school, been 12 and been almost 10 years at that point.
Yeah.
I definitely drank some beer.
I can admit to the underage drinking and doing that now because it's obviously past that 7-year point.
Oh, if my mom had any idea. If my mother had any idea, man, I'm telling you right now, she'd have had my ass. I'd have never been able to leave. I'd have went to a fucking convent or something.
Same with my parents. My dad's not really too fucking surprised. Like he gets his fair share partying, but my mom, she just shakes her head. Yep. Like every once in a while, a new story will surface, and she just shakes her head.
I played a clip for my mom. About the TikTok buttholes thing.
Oh no!
Yeah, I played that clip, and she was like, "Why would anybody want to listen to that? That's just vulgar." I said, "We're a toned down podcast. We could get a lot worse."
Oh yeah. We actually are riding the fine line on community standards just to keep our shit up. Honestly.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah. But see, like that's the thing is like. Your parents don't listen to it at all.
No.
My parents listen to it all the time. There's a lot more that we could do. Like there's other podcasters out there that offer things called a Patreon, which is extra episodes, and it is very vulgar shit. Like we talk personal shit that we would never talk about on here because it's kind of a public forum. You want to hear more, people will release more about their life, and they will pay for it. And it's a subscription. It's like $10 a month. That goes directly to us, and you get those exclusive episodes and the more crazy content.
Don't even be donating a bunch of bullshit saying, "Hey, $20 and tell me about your sexual experience in the fucking high school gym room." Not gonna happen. I don't have time to make accessory episodes. You get Mondays at 8 p.m. for like an hour and 45 minutes. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Maybe when I don't have to, go to work every day and I can play golf whenever I want to.
That's the thing. You almost have to set a bar of like $20 for a subscriber, and then we have to get X amount of subscribers. That way it offsets some cost.
Yeah.
To where, I mean, and that's how a lot of those guys make a living. I mean, there's a podcast that I listen to. I think it's $5 a month. And they have close to 12,000 Patreons.
That's crazy, man. I mean, if y'all want us to set up something like that, we can do that. But like, there's gonna be no content like for a while. I'm gonna have to be. John's gonna have to be able to like Mondays at 8 p.m. is gonna have to be our job. Like that, the podcast would have to be our job.
Just in case this ever did blow up to the point to where we could do that, here's a little secret. We already have a Patreon. We already have a Patreon. There's just nothing set up on it. I just reserved the name. I basically reserved the name and the handle for it. That way, if anything
entrepreneur.
Does happen, nobody can get it.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about like broadcasting and content creation. This is like, as you know, this is not my first rodeo with doing something like this in content creation. I was a Twitch streamer for 3 or 4 or 5 years. and made a pretty good amount of money doing that stuff, you know.
Right.
It's paid for most of the stuff that's here that I game on still. Do not ever challenge the internet or your viewer base to do something. Like, seriously. I'm going to throw a number out here and don't take me too serious. If we got 25 grand, $25,000, I would shave my entire head, facial hair included. 25 grand. Cash money. I'd shave my head.
That's a lot.
Now, see, watch what happens. Is somebody like 10 years from now is going to be like, here's 25 grand, shave your fucking head and your facial hair. And I'm going to be like, dude.
I'd do it for $2,500.
Yeah, see, but like you already kind of look like you're 12. So
fuck off. God. Yeah, but this is gonna risk my whole relationship because I know she will be mad as fuck if
it's just hair, man. It grows back. But like 10 years from now, I'm in the process of growing my hair back out. So like 10 years from now, I'd have this like big nice.
Look, there she is. She said in the comments, "No, you won't." We're gonna have to work in a cut for her if something like that ever happened.
Oh, I'm sure she'll get her cut if something like that ever happened.
Greg said for 25K, you better shave more than your head. Like, I think you should. Here's what I'm gonna add to it. I'm gonna volunteer this to Dano since he's gonna throw a big fat number out there. He has to get his eyebrows shaved too, his eyelashes trimmed, and he's got to get a Brazilian butt wax.
No, we're not doing the butt wax. Not for 25
all,
grand. 50.
That's
50. Nope, I'll do
that's
it.
All you got to get it in the 3 B's, baby. The balls, the bunge, and the butthole. You got to get all 3 of them done.
No.
25 grand?
25 grand, not doing that much for 25 grand.
God.
My facial hair alone is worth 20.
And I'll do it for 25 grand and I'll let you fucking record it.
Looks like somebody's getting a new fucking hole to breathe out of. Come to my house and try to wax my butthole. Come over here.
Didn't we just talk about last episode, like life-changing money?
Yeah.
That's like 25K?
I mean, 50K, I'll fucking go clean shaven my whole body if I don't give a fuck.
25K.
25. My head is worth 25K.
Wax.
My head's worth 25K. And joke's on you, I don't have any eyelashes.
Well, my other head's worth 25K. Let's fucking wax it. Wax it. I'm not even kidding. And you could throw in a free butthole bleaching for 25K.
That's you, man.
Jesus.
50K for me.
I'd do it.
Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes.
And it's gonna be
the viewership just went up.
I know. The views are up for sure. But dude, I would for sure. Oh, Karina wouldn't give a fuck if I racked in 25,000. Rex said in the comments, John's gonna be in divorce court. Yeah, but for $25,000, she ain't gonna fucking divorce me.
My chat's rolling really slow right now.
Well, there's probably everybody's trying to type at once, trying to see how many donations we can get to get a bleached butthole. Show that clip to your mom.
Yeah, right.
This has gotten off topic.
We do that a lot, Johnny. We do that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Johnny.
Yeah. Welcome. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Let her wax you. I am not letting my wife wax me. She is not qualified for that.
Would you wax my butthole for 25 grand?
Oh yeah. So now we're volunteering our wives to do it for 25 grand.
She said, "Yeah, I'd do it." Didn't even hesitate.
Oh yeah, for $25,000. I'm telling you, nobody's that fucking dumb to turn down $25,000 to wax your balls, your bungs, and your butthole. Nobody.
I mean, that's just weird, man. I can't imagine what it'd feel like.
Fuck how weird it is. Oh, it's gonna be slicker and shit down there.
She said, "I wouldn't want anybody else to do it to you. I'd do it myself."
You probably about fucking fall off a toilet seat the first time you go to take a shit.
I know, right? You go outside get the mail the first time you go out to get the mail and get in your boxers or whatever. It's like, ooh, goddamn, it's cold. Ooh, it's chilly.
Pisser. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, Cole's got it. Who gives a fuck? It's 25 grand.
Yeah.
25 grand, I'll make it happen. 50 grand, we'll both do it
right now. I'd do it for $2,500 for a new PC. I think. Oh, poor Keith had a 0 fall off of there.
Yep. He had a 0 fall off of there, but I don't think he really cares.
Yeah.
He needs a new PC for them big giant ass triple monitors he's got now for his racing setup.
Oh, I bet.
Dano couldn't fix it, buddy. He needs new gear. All right, it's January 22nd. It's Just Got Off podcast. It's now 8:21.
Let's go into today's national holidays
here.
Let's do it. Today is National Blonde Brownie Day. So I don't know. I saw a picture of them, and they just look like chocolate chip brownies. Not your fudge brownies, your chocolate chips. Is that what the blonde part is?
I would assume so. It's probably just like
we need some
chocolate chip mix, but in brownie form.
Yeah. So then it is National Hot Sauce Day. Are you a big hot sauce guy?
No, not really.
I told my wife today, we were in Walmart, and one of the things that I would like to make, we could do this as a Just Got Off podcast. I would like to develop our own recipe for barbecue sauce.
For barbecue sauce? All right.
Yep. I'd like to make our own barbecue sauce.
Let's see. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you would buy some Just Got Off barbecue sauce.
If we got something made up, jarred, sealed, labeled just for a keepsake even after it's all done and gone, for ribs, for fucking wings.
It's you use barbecue sauce for.
Oh fuck, there's 2 right there.
See?
Call it getting off sauce. Fuck. Oh.
Hey, where's your I need a correct answer on that one. Let me have it.
Oh, I got you.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. So we'll have to work on that recipe.
Right,
I
cool.
actually have Joe actually has it, but I actually have sauce. My own. There you go. Oh, man.
The hotter one can be just the tip.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I'd like to do. I would like to make one that's a sweeter sauce for people that don't like the spicy shit, and then I'd like a sweet and spicy.
See, that's what I like. I like a sweet and spicy with a little
zing to it.
Not really like hot, but like tangy, like.
Oh yeah, something that just hangs out on the tongue for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah. We have this place here called Bandanas. Well, we used to. They just closed, but they had a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce that. Yeah, we'll have one called Dano's Blend, and we'll have one called John's Blend. Yeah. Well, a whole fucking line of them, like a 5-bottle fucking Christmas pack you can get at Walmart for like $34.99.
That'd be sweet, dude. If we got that on the shelves in Walmart, was it verified by the FDA? Jesus Christ. The barbecue with enough kick to get you off.
Oh my God.
Shoot.
You are right.
Let's go.
Greg is right, but it's Dano with one end. Mine's Dano with 2 ends.
Oh, that's right, because yours is the Dano seasoning. They've got that. I forgot that.
I'm Dano with one end is my father. I'm Dano with 2 ends because I'm extra special. Fuck you, how you doing, Glenn? That's the hottest one of them all. Fuck you. Fuck you. How you doing? So hot, it's just. Fuck you. How you doing? We could take it to Eldora and fucking sell it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, like I've got my own little pork butt blend and rib rub recipe too. I actually gave Joe he made some ribs the other day, and I sent him the recipe in my phone that I have, and told him to try it out, and I told him I've got a couple things that I've added to it and changed that you have to buy specifically from Rural King. I'm not going to tell him what they are on here. But
he's so secret. He's secretive.
It is. So I told Joe, I said, don't send this to anybody. So it's actually really good shit. Karina loves the ribs. So anyway, last one for the national holiday. We're going to touch on this. We're going to try not to bring her down too much. Today is actually National Celebration of Life Day. For a lot of you guys that seen, my grandma passed away yesterday afternoon or late or morning. She's been going downhill for a while. She turned 92 in December, so there was a lot of different complications and stuff that has kind of snowballed up to this point. She took a big turn for the worst on Friday, and she was surrounded by family the whole weekend. I spent many hours there Friday night, Saturday morning. I know my aunts and my uncles and my mom. They spent countless hours there by her side too. So, um, thoughts and prayers out to my mom and the rest of my family, and especially to just our whole family and all of her friends as well. As we kind of go through this and get used to not having her around. She was the glue of the family. I mean, it's you don't hang around for 92 years and not make a mark on a bunch of people's lives.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
Karina called me. She told me the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. I've been playing it a lot recently because she's just been heavy on my mind. I knew that things were coming, and but she actually taught me to play a bunch of card games. They live down in Vivi, which if you know where that is, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere down south in Indiana. But there's like when I was little, there wasn't much cell phone shit anyway. But she taught me how to play War and Go Fish. I was a little kid. I used to spend a lot of time down there. And then Solitaire. I'm an only child, so the first two games you have to have somebody to play with. And
right.
If you ever want to play cards by yourself, Solitaire is an easy one to do. So I have actually downloaded Solitaire on my phone here recently. I've been playing it a lot, and Karina's seen me, and she's like, "Your dad," telling the kids, "Your dad somehow just got crazy old here in the last few days." But that's the main reason why. It's just some nostalgia, some take back to the memories of her teaching me how to play that. So, but no, I just wanted to touch on that. And it's not just for my grandma too. Today is, like I said, National Celebration of Life Day. So, my thoughts and prayers to everybody else that's lost loved ones here recently, and may you find the strength to keep moving on.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if I can see it on the. No, you can't really see it. I'll lower the camera here a little bit. There's a black mark on my couch or rug right there. See that? I normally sit here. I normally sit here in the dark, and just brain shutting off. And I got up, and just 10 minutes before the podcast, I went and kind of flipped the light on, and that black mark is where the cat used to sit. So it's just one of those things that, like, he's no longer here. I just looked at Steph and gave her the little sad pouty face and said, I just saw the cat, just stepped over the cat again, So
yeah,
I miss my little guy. I'm sure you're going to miss your grandma too, and thoughts and prayers to you and your family and your mom and everyone, and we're sorry for your loss.
Yeah. And if anybody didn't see on Dano's Funko Pop that he had made, Bubba's actually in there with him.
Bubba's actually in there.
He was actually able to add another little attachment in there, and he's actually got Bubba in his Funko Pop, so that's pretty cool.
Right there.
So, Mom also bought some Funko Pops too. She said hers came in the mail a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring yours down or over with me next Friday when I come over, so you can sign it.
Oh, she wants sign it. All right,
cool. Yep. So I'll bring it over. I'll get it from her, and I'll bring it over so you can sign it for her.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to have you sign mine while I'm here.
That's fine. Yeah, I told you I would. That's like so.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think that's all I got for my national holidays. So we're still stuck on January 22nd. What do you got next?
Yes, we are. This little segment coming up right now. Hedrick's Lawn and Landscaping proudly presents This Day in History. I love the horns.
and big reminder too, for Hedrick's Lawn and Landscaping, they're a little slow right now just because of the weather, but do not forget about them if you have while you're all in cabin fever right now, trying to think of what things you guys can do to improve the property value and stuff around your house, whether it be a pool, adding some stones, some mulch, removing trees, bushes,
trimming bushes,
adding trees and bushes. Just
don't add
basic
bush.
lawn care needs. Yeah, okay. Don't. Yeah, $25K. Telling you, dude. I'll get rid of everything. 25K. But keep them in mind, because like I said, if you mention them, if you have any work done by them and you mention us to them, then you will receive 20% off.
20
or 10%. I'm kidding. It's 10%.
10%.
I fucked that up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cost
goddamn.
Matt all kinds of money.
Woo.
10%
Yes,
off
sir.
your total order. Yeah. So yeah, 10% off your whole order, whatever you guys get, whatever the bill is. It's 10% off. 10. I fucked that up.
God
Yeah,
damn.
it's
I'm going
all
to
right.
edit that out.
It's all right.
Fuck.
Ooh, not happening. We're live. We're raw.
I could go. I could take this motherfucker down so fast.
Uncut.
All right, we're going to start off Hedrick's Lawn and Landscaping's This Day in History with a little history about the Postal Service.
Oh, fuck.
In 1673, the Postal Service between New York and Boston was introduced.
Every time you mention the Postal Service, it's almost like I get up on the edge of my seat, almost like when T-Mez gets a microphone stuck in his face.
Right.
You've no fucking clue what's
Before
getting ready to
or
say.
after getting wrecked by Canon Macintosh?
Oh, man. Dude, he handled himself very well. I was
For
really proud of
T-Mez?
T-Mez.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got to get him
He
on
could-
here,
he-
man.
He
gotta
could
get
have
him on here.
ripped Cannon apart, but he was very professional.
He
and
could,
very
he
respectful.
could have ripped everybody apart there, but he didn't.
Behind closed doors, though, I wish I
bet.
could have been a fly on
man.
the wall to hear what he had to say about him. Because as a racer, dude, I understand.
If you
the
haven't seen
passion
the
that
little
goes into it.
thumbnail he's got on his YouTube, T-Mez TV on YouTube, it's all, you just go look at it. It says "got cannonballed."
That's so
It's
funny,
fucking
dude.
hilarious. It's great. In 1814, the first Knights Templar Grand Encampment in the U.S. was held in New York City. In 1831, Charles Darwin takes his Bachelor's of Arts exam at Christ College, Cambridge. He come out 10th of 171 candidates.
Damn.
Darwinism.
Yeah.
Nah. One or the other, man.
25K. 25K.
25K.
Just keep pushing it
Right.
the whole episode.
Do you know the author of A Christmas Carol and A Tale of Two Cities?
I do not. I'm just kidding.
Stephanie wins. She said Charles Dickens from way in the back there. In 1842,
Nerd.
In 1842, Charles Dickens arrives in Boston, Massachusetts with his wife, Catherine, and he was the author of A Christmas Carol and A Tale of Two Cities.
Was that before or after the Boston Tea Party?
That would be about 70 years after the Boston Tea Party.
How petty do you have to be to dump that much fucking tea in the harbor?
Well, tea was one of the biggest profitable imports.
I know.
Of
tea is still like the
huge.
second most
Huge.
drink liquid or whatever in the world. Water being number 1, tea would be number 2. Guarantee it.
Yeah. And I mean that's what they were making the most money off on their for their taxes too, the shit that they were taxing. So they were like, just fuck you. How you doing? Fucking put this tea in the harbor. Fuck you. And the British were probably like scooping it out like, "Oh, we can salvage it." Anyway, in 1850, Alta California becomes a daily newspaper. It was the first one in California. I thought this was kind of interesting. I did not know this. In 1857, the National Association of Baseball Players, founded in New York, the Chicago Cubs, who played their first season in said series in 1870 as the Chicago White Stockings, is the only surviving team from the old association.
So that's the Chicago White Sox?
No, it's the Chicago Cubs. They were known as the
didn't you just
Chicago
say
White Stockings.
Okay. I wondered as times changed if they
That
changed the
club
name
that
from
was the White
Stockings to
Stockings is
Sox.
now the Chicago Cubs.
Gotcha.
In 1862, Confederate government raises the premium for volunteers in the Army from $10 to $20. That's a shit ton of money back then. In 1863, Union General Burnside's Mud March. The Mud March was an aborted offensive in January 1863 by Ambrose Burnside in the American Civil War. Burnside had been repulsed by Robert E. Lee's troops in the Army of the Potomac's first attempt to cross the Rappahannock River in an attempt to take the Confederate capital of Richmond, Virginia. He marched a bunch of troops through the fucking wintry mud and got a bunch of them killed. After he was retreating, got his ass whooped already.
Follow up on the tea. Greg did some research. Number 1 is water is the most drank, and then 2 is tea, and then 3 is beer.
I figured beer was up there. It was at least top 5.
And I would have to imagine that coffee is number 4.
Coffee's probably 4. Yeah. I do have a bright future, Matt. You are correct. I have a lot of
chat.
I have a lot of irons in the fire right now, man. Let's just put it that way. There's a big pile of guitars behind me right there. I got a lot of stuff going on.
That's awesome.
I thought this was cool. The Battle of Rorke's Drift. A British garrison of 150 held off 3,000 to 4,000 Zulu warriors. I don't remember what it said. This is like 1865, I think. An Aborigine tribe in, not Aborigine, but African American tribe in Africa. Zulus. Is it Zulu or is it? I don't know.
Regardless, some of them motherfuckers are crazy.
I just want to look.
I think it's wild that there's islands out there where people are surviving and nobody can get near it.
Yeah.
Because they've got people constantly on guard of the shoreline and just fucking wrecking people.
It is very bright in here. I mean, can you not see look at the reflection of the screens in my glasses?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting fucked
we'll
up.
Shut him up.
Yeah.
See, now I got the Chili Bowl glasses back on.
Yeah. That was in 1865. By the way, the Victoria Cross was awarded and other decorations for the defenders. The Victoria Cross is the highest and most prestigious decoration of the British honor system. It is awarded for valor in the presence of the enemy to members of the British Armed Forces and may be awarded posthumously. So that's basically the British equivalent of the Medal of Honor. I've always had a big fascination with like Egyptian stuff, like mummies and tombs and all that gold and stuff and canopic jars and all that shit. Doing my Stevie Wonder program. Yep.
Yeah, and see, that's one of the biggest fucking reasons why we were very bummed that you and Stephanie didn't stay and go do that one escape room with us down there in Nashville. Because, and I gotta remember.
Ding ding, Nick Ooley wins. You wear sunglasses so people don't know you're high.
Yeah, I gotta find. Let's see, what the fuck was the name of that last one we did? Escape rooms. It was called Ruins. And that is probably and we've done 44, 45 escape rooms. And that is probably number 2 of all time on my list.
Nice.
It's almost right there at number 1.
I think it was yesterday. Last year was the first time that Stephanie and I, damn. Stephanie and myself, let's say it that way, went with Courtney, Frog, and Landon to the escape room place in Indianapolis and did our first escape room.
Oh, yeah. That was the Wyverns, wasn't it?
No, this one was called 2112. Same place. This one was called 2112.
Yeah, we talked on the phone right after.
Yeah, we didn't do our first one with you because we didn't want to disappoint you. We didn't want to go in blind and not know. And then, like, I don't know, a couple weeks later, we decided that we went and did the ones there in Greenwood with you.
It's the same company, but they have 2 different locations in Indianapolis. And you guys did one, and then me and Karina and my parents went and did another one.
Right.
But yeah, I remember we were on our way home. We were driving home and we had seen that you had posted something about it. And I was like, holy shit, we were just there with them. Like, that's the
That
same fucking
son of a
place we
bitch.
were. Yeah, so I called you immediately, and I'm like, hey, where the fuck are you at? And you had said that you guys had done it earlier in the evening or
Yeah.
something. But yeah. So much fun, dude.
So, snowballed again. Here we go. Always had a big fascination with like Egyptology and mummies, and the mummies are in the pyramid. Dr. Zahi Hawass, who was the curator for the Cairo Museum and Egypt's artifacts and things like that. Crazy ass guy. Loved him though.
Yeah, bless you.
And the mummies are in the pyramid. Look him up, Zahi Hawass. He's hilarious. In 1881, Cleopatra's Needle, a 3,500-year-old ancient Egyptian obelisk, is erected in Central Park, New York. The Romans discovered it in 12 BCE. Both had toppled and were lying partially buried in the sand. The Romans transported the obelisk to Alexandria and installed them at the entrance to a temple dedicated to Julius Caesar. The temple had been built by Cleopatra, which was one theory of how they came to be called Cleopatra's Needles. There's apparently another one somewhere.
So all I took from that was that Cleopatra had a needle that was erected and then buried in the sand.
Yeah.
That sounds like somebody got hard and passed out and went dick down in the sand in the desert somewhere.
Giants. Aliens. That fucking guy with the hair, man. Aliens.
Aliens.
In 1905, in St. Petersburg, Russia, a large demonstration of workers led by Father Gapon marched to the Winter Palace with a petition to the Tsar. Troops fired on the protesters in what becomes known as Bloody Sunday.
Yikes.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday. A little U2 reference there for you. In 1930, a negative 35-degree Fahrenheit day was recorded in Mount Carroll, Illinois, a state record. 1943, in Spearfish, South Dakota, the temperature rose 49 degrees in, count 'em, 2 minutes.
40 degrees in 2 minutes.
Almost 50 degrees in 2 minutes. That's like turning on your fucking bath water in your
happen?
tub. I don't know.
How does that happen?
There was zero explanation. It just said it happened.
Yeah, I understand how like it can drop because like they got that what is that fucking solar eclipse or the solstice or something that's fucking getting ready to happen. They say that in the short time period that happens, it can drop like 10 to 12 degrees, which I get that. You're taking the heat source away.
Right.
I experienced that. Like we had that a few years ago.
Yeah, I rode my Harley in it.
It's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird.
There's a video clip coming from a musician side of me here. There's a video clip of Ozzy Osbourne playing a show, I think is in England, and they're playing Bark at the Moon when that shit happens.
Yeah, you
that's
mentioned
so
that.
fucking cool, dude.
To time that out is incredible.
Oh, that's fucking super production right there.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's badass.
Like as soon as the eclipse hit its zenith or whatever the hell they call it, like total darkness, it like fucking he goes bark at the moon. Yeah, like fuck, dude. Like,
fuck yeah.
Get out of here. So that's fucking crazy.
See, now you and fucking Frog have to play that whenever we go to his studio when I'm over there that weekend.
Yeah, we can probably do it.
I gotta hear you shred on that solo.
We can probably do it. I don't know if I can play the solo. I could probably learn it though. By then,
you got a week and a half practice.
What am I talking about? I can fucking learn that shit. And the next thing you know, we're playing it in the band, and we should probably do that anyway.
That's good.
In 1951, Fidel Castro is ejected from a Winter League baseball game after hitting a batter, and not with a baseball.
The fuck did he hit? At the bat?
With his fist.
Oh. Well, that's the lesser of the evils.
A couple music histories here. 1959, Buddy Holly makes his last recordings in New York City apartment, alone with an acoustic guitar. He taped 5 songs, including Peggy Sue and Crying, Waiting, Hoping, which were embellished, overdubbed, and released posthumously by Coral Records. Pretty neat.
Cool.
1968, Lady Soul, Aretha Franklin's 14th studio album, was released. In 1970, the first commercial Boeing 747 flight, Pan American World Airways, flies from New York City to London in 6.5 hours.
Such a big ass fucking plane, dude.
Huge. Had one land at the airport out here a while back.
Fucking
And our airport's not very big.
Yeah.
Let's see. In 1976, a bank robbery in Beirut nets 20 to 50 million. It's a world record.
Jesus Christ.
In 1982, 75% of North America is covered by snow. In 2002, Kmart Corporation becomes the largest retailer in United States history to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. In sports history, 2006, Kobe Bryant scores 81 points in a 122-104 Lakers victory over the Toronto Raptors, the second highest game total in NBA history behind only Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game in 1962. One of my favorite shows when I was staying up late all the time was Conan O'Brien's The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Fucking love Conan O'Brien. He's hilarious. Shit when he flip his hair over and go, "You're fired," like Donald Trump. God, it's fucking funny. The year 2000. Nobody in here even knows what I'm talking about.
No.
2010, Conan O'Brien's last Tonight Show episode after a big controversy over the Tonight Show time slot. Giant entertainment company Netflix in 2018 becomes the largest digital media and entertainment company in the world, worth $100 billion. And in 2023, the Chinese Year of the Rabbit begins with China marking the largest celebration of the new year since 2020 after COVID-0 restrictions are lifted. Yay, China!
Finally.
Good job. A couple birthdays. I'm also fascinated with pirates. I love skulls. I like shiny things that go clink like coins and gold. Swear to God, chains. Like cannons and big guns. Scottish pirate legend William the Kidd was born in 1645 in Scotland. In 1965, DJ Jazzy Jeff was born today. Guy Fieri, American celebrity chef, restaurateur, and TV personality, was born in 1968. And I want you to look this chick up, John. She's awesome. Her name is Orianthi, born in 1985.
How the fuck do you even spell that?
Orianthi. Greek Australian rock session and touring guitarist. She played for Alice Cooper and Carrie Underwood, Carrie Underwood, most famously. Underworld. Underwear. You said underwear.
She looks tall as fuck.
She's really not. She's a teeny tiny little thing.
Well, I mean, she's a fucking beanpole, that's for sure. But
she's a badass guitar player.
She's got all kinds of different guitars and shit in these pictures. But she does. She looks tall as shit. She's got here. We'll just settle that right now. Or whatever the fuck you say. Oh wow, dude, she's really not that tall at all. She's only 5'5". Her pictures make her look like she's fucking 6'5".
She's a badass. Everybody in chat, look her up. She's awesome. She does a version of Voodoo Child that's fucking gnarly. And she's pretty easy on the eyes too.
Oh man!
So anyway,
you're talking about the pirates. So Nick Ooley just posted a joke in there. He said, "Pirates walk into a bar and he has a steering wheel on his dick. Bartender says, 'Hey man, get a wheel on your dick.' Pirate says,
'Arr, it's driving me nuts.'"
That's a good one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Good job, Ooley.
There's a bonus dad joke of the day. If you haven't noticed, we've been posting a dad joke every single day. They post right at midnight to start your day out. Just how they should, with a smile on your face.
I look at him and just shake my head like, God damn it.
That's a dad joke, man.
I know it.
That is a joke.
Anyway, this has been This Day in History, brought to you by Hedrick's Lawn and Landscaping. Ah, shit. That's pure. That poor little sound effect right there in that whole more you know thing brought about the new All Star TQ logo.
That pretty much, yeah.
No
Yeah.
joke.
That's pretty cool though, how it all developed. We are getting very close on the final stages of that. Like Matt and Hunter actually went down to have a meeting. I'm not gonna name the place yet, but they went down to have a meeting tonight to try and get a few more races, and then I think we're on the verge of being able to go ahead and disclose the schedule. So
Awesome.
whatever details they got finalized tonight, maybe here in the next week or two, we should have this schedule for the 2024 season up
Then
here.
I could figure out how many gigs I have and then how many Saturdays I can make it.
You're damn right. You're damn right. So my topic that I have tonight is how tough are you?
Right now, terribly not tough.
Well, you're fucked here. So I have a list of top 10 popular jungle animals, and I want to know if you were to be enclosed in a room. It could be a large room. It doesn't have to be a very small room, but a large room, on which animals you think you could take. First on the list, a parrot.
Oh, I'm fucking punching that motherfucker right out of the sky. Wagacking.
Fun fact: those are birds that are 3 foot fucking tall,
Punching
and they're like 10 pounds. Oh, I'm not saying you couldn't. I think
I've grabbed a goose on the golf course by the fucking head and swung it around. So parrot ain't gonna fucking bother me none.
I fucking hate geese, dude.
I fucking hate them too. Fucking dirty ass.
So what about a piranha? That's number 2 on the list. They're gonna get a little bit more bizarre as we go.
A piranha?
Yeah, they're about a foot long. That's a pretty big ass fish if you think about it.
Yeah.
A foot long and maybe to 16 inches, and they're over 7 pounds. You think how many piranhas do you think you could take?
One. Depending on the size of the pool. I think I could only fuck up one because they swim fast. Like, they're fucking fast. Like, you ever seen how fast a bluegill is? Like, you can't catch it with your hand, so it's not like you can just stick your finger in its fucking gill and be like, ha, bite this, bitch.
You know, are they one that like latches on? Are they one that latches on, or do they just fucking?
No, they just start shredding. Like, the first thing he fucking bites is like, you're gonna go down. Like, I don't even think I could really honestly take one, just from what I know about jungle fish. I don't think you can take one. I don't think anyone can take one piranha because as soon as they bite you, you're screaming like a bitch, and then once it gets the blood frenzy on, it's over.
Yeah, Josh Derrickson says in the comments, he said my dick's about as big as a piranha, and I beat it all the time.
And see, your mom made a good point. You said in a room, just don't get in the water with him. I thought about saying that, but I wasn't going to be a dick. I wasn't going to pull Matt Hedrick.
Yeah, fun sucker. So we're gonna go a little bit crazier here. How about an anaconda?
An anaconda?
And here's the deal. Here's what I'm gonna give you. On some of these bigger animals, I am going to allow you 122 bullet. You can have
122 bullet.
You can have it a rifle or you can have it in a handgun. Doesn't fucking matter. But you only get 122 bullet. You only get one round.
Yeah, top of the head, anaconda, no problem.
30 foot, 12-inch diameter, and they can grow up to be 550 pounds.
Jesus Christ. One, I don't like snakes.
You still think you could take a 30-foot fucking anaconda that's 12 inches in diameter and have enough control to get a bullet in his head?
I knew somebody was going to say that shit. Or Greg said, I live with an anaconda in my pants.
Yeah,
anaconda don't
Travis
want none unless you got buns, hon.
There ain't no buns out there that wants a 30-foot fucking 12-inch diameter, 550-pound anaconda. Ain't nobody fucking having fun with that. I don't think, yeah, and Travis made the comment, you better be a good shot. I'm going
to let it get a hold of me.
Can you imagine trying to put an anaconda in a headlock?
That was exactly my thought, too. I'm going to let it get a hold of me, and I'm just going to be like, pink. Like old Troy
Yeah,
from
but
fucking
dude,
goddamn River Monsters or whatever the fuck it was. Well, shoot him.
yeah, but see, that's the problem is they don't wrap anywhere close to their head. They keep all that shit away. They do from midsection down when they wrap shit
That's
up.
true.
They bite and then they tuck. They tuck everything into the mid region, and then once they've got them latched up, they let go. They pull their head out that way. It gets it away.
Interesting.
I'm not taking an anaconda, but anyway, let's go down to a jaguar. They can be anywhere from a
fuck you up, dude.
140 to 300 pounds. How big they get.
You're not surviving a jaguar.
So you're going to go ahead and...
I'm going to go ahead and ex-nay the fact that I'm going to die from a jaguar.
So you're definitely fucked up with a tiger because they can grow to be... How big, how much do you think a full-grown tiger can weigh?
I don't know. Full-grown tiger, well-fed, 800 pounds.
So up to 660 pounds. That's still a big fucking cat.
That's a big fucking cat.
And the fact that even the tiger, the jaguar, the lions, like, you got a cat, you know they got the little prickly tongue.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking prickles on I don't know if you call them a prickle, but on a fucking tiger and a jaguar and a lion's tongue can literally strip
the
flesh.
Skin. Yeah, can strip the skin off of you.
Literally rip the fucking flesh right off of you.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Isn't that wild?
I mean, have you ever seen a tiger up close? Like a tiger, like just a fucking...
Yeah, dude.
Like through a chain, not even at the zoo, like through a chain link fence.
And they're small. They're small. Well, no, fuck no, because they don't allow that.
We have an exotic feline rescue center.
Shit.
Yeah, we have an exotic feline rescue center up here where you can get close enough to fucking stick your hands through the fence and touch the fucking tiger. And let me tell you what,
that's not
I have a large head, okay? This is a family-sized box of Triscuits. I have a very large head. That fucking tiger's head up there is literally fucking 3 of these boxes wide.
It's
like
nuts,
I'm not
dude.
kidding you. That fucking tiger's head is this fucking wide.
And like I understand that like.
Oh, see.
Holy shit! Scared the fuck out of me, dude.
Come on, boys, sit down.
See this. Dude, I about pissed my pants. Dude, I could have shit down my leg. I'm not even kidding. I could hear shit moving, and earlier, fucking Karina's bags are falling over back here. Yeah, I had no clue these little fuzz nuts came in here.
Howdy, boys.
Speaking of, Nick Ooley says that's a big pussy, almost as big as Hedrick's. So I don't even know how to get these guys in here. Like they're almost.
Hold on, I'll fix you. I'll fit you.
So for anybody that doesn't know, the fucking podcast studio here was just breached. That is Hunter Rayburn right above me, and then Matt is over here. So I done lost my fucking list and everything. I'm all flabbergasted. Fucking threw me all off. Are you adjusting shit?
Yeah.
Got about clicked off on everything. Not fucking tongued his nuts. Did you see that? He jumped real hard.
Howdy, boys. Welcome to the fucking podcast. Just invite yourself.
Welcome to the fucking podcast.
Bunch of dicks.
And I don't even think my wife made fucking cookies. They just showed up.
They just love us that much. They just had to be a part of the fun. The fuck are you assholes out doing tonight?
I told you they had to go to a meeting. They were on their way home from a meeting for the TQ stuff.
A meeting. They probably went to Denny's and gave each other reach arounds. That's probably what they did.
He said you guys went to... Here, I'm going to switch this over. Hang on. He said that you guys went to Denny's and gave each other reach arounds. He said we landed it, so...
I did see a picture of one of the Rayburn brothers on their phone and not interacting with their significant other on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, that was Logan.
So that's Hunter
and
back
Joe
there.
Herbert says in the chat, Fuck, I thought that was Doug. And Matt said, you can go ahead and tell Joe Herbert he can kiss my ass. Doug is another member of the Rush County Sheriff's Department that everybody says that Doug and Matt are twins.
All
including my mother-in-law said that.
Okay. And yeah. Let me tell you, I'm not high, Matt. Don't fucking arrest me. Okay?
Well, he's trying to look like his Funko Pop, see?
Yeah.
He had Funko Pops made. Mine's got the red tongs for grilling. Get mine. A lot of shit that happens in here, man.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast,
anyway, next
boys.
One, yeah, next one is an African wild dog.
An African what? Like a fucking hyena?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. What about Matt?
40 to 80 pounds.
What's Matt got to say? You think he could fucking take a hyena?
He said no.
No, I don't think I could take a hyena either.
Just one of them, they're only like 3 foot long. They're only 40 to 80 pounds. That's not a very big dog.
You know, I mean, it just depends. It depends on how fucking pissed off I am.
I don't even need the 22. I don't even need the 22. I feel like I can take that fucker with my bare hands.
I feel like at some point in time, like I'm just gonna be mad because it fucking ate my last fucking Oreo. I'm just gonna be pissed. I'm just gonna strangle it to death. You know what I mean?
What kind of fucking hyena is gonna eat an Oreo?
They're fucking scavengers. I don't know. Maybe Stephanie just shredded some cheese or something and it ate my last.
I don't think they're gonna draw a line at your fucking packet of Oreos.
Well, she definitely ain't eating my ass.
Speaking of asses, how about a baboon?
A baboon.
By the way, we have a. In case you guys missed the beginning of the episode, we have a running deal to where I will get a Brazilian wax, balls, bunch, and butthole for 25 grand.
50 grand, we'll both do it at the same time.
And to fill you in, since you are one of the loyal podcast sponsors, for next Friday when we do our beer drinking deal for the Power Hour, we're going to take donations for every shot that we do. We actually have Joe's going to do the shots with us. Dana's doing shots. I'm doing shots. Frog's doing shots. I got another guy at work doing shots to do the Power Hour. Whatever the final count is, we're going to try and take $1 in donations for each shot and donate it to, what do you think, Riley? Should we do a children's hospital?
We'll do a children's hospital. Yeah, we buy some games or something like that. There's like a Racers Foundation or something like that gives Hot Wheels to kids.
Oh, dude, what is that guy's name? He actually runs 410 Wing sprint cars.
Yeah.
And he actually has a Hot Wheels track set up in his trailer to where he can actually like have a kid come up there and they put 2 Hot Wheels. The kid can pick any Hot Wheel he wants and he can come up there and they'll release him at the same time and race him, and then at the end of the race or whatever, the kid can take the Hot Wheel home.
Right. There's I gotta find that. I have to text Robert or something because Robert does that thing with Hot Wheels and stuff or whatever too, where he goes and buys Hot Wheels and gives them to the kids or whatever. I'll text Robert and find out what that is, and maybe we can go fucking buy a Walmart out of some Hot Wheels or something, or maybe we'll just go buy some toys and take them up to St. Jude or something.
There you go.
Be cool.
We're still working on the details, but for every shot that we do, we're working on going to try and take some donations for each one and put it towards a charity. Next one. Jungle elephant.
Yeah, you ain't living through that. That motherfucker's stomping on your ass and you are fucking...
I'm Cannon McIntoshing that fucking thing's legs. I'm running right through and cannonballing his legs.
I don't think you realize how...
Matt said he's hopping on top of it. He's going full jungle dipshit.
He's like Short Round from fucking Indiana Jones. Come on, Indy, let's go. Hi, Dr. Jones.
What about an orangutan? It says they can grow to be 4 to 6 foot tall. The females can be 82 pounds, and the males would be 285.
They got them big old long fingers. They could just like whoosh, like getting hit with a.
That's smacked with those big long fingers. I think that's the least of what you should be worried about.
Well, I'll punch it in the face. Can I knock it out? Sure.
I think I could take the female. I don't think I'm taking that male. That's a 300-pound fucking monkey, dude.
It's an elephant, Matt, not a dick. Calm down. They don't cut you no fucking slack, do they?
He don't cut them any slack. He's normally in the chat talking just as much shit.
That's true. Now you can talk shit to his face.
Yeah. Last one, the silverback gorilla.
No, you're not living through that. Harambe!
4 to 6 foot, nearly 500 pounds.
Dude, that fucking poor kid, man. They fucked that poor kid up. When the kid fell in the fucking gorilla enclosure.
Watch
Woo.
your goddamn kids.
Woo.
Watch your fucking kids.
Man.
Yeah,
Burn, you had something like that happen to you, right? Fell down, hit your head.
I heard Matt was there. Matt was standing in the crowd. And rest in peace, Harambe.
Damn.
Poor monkey got fucking leveled out for doing what he had to do.
That was so funny. Them guys come through that door. You were in fucking podcast mode, and they just come in. I see fucking. I never moved. I saw them come through, and I just looked at you, and I'm waiting for you. I was gonna
read your fucking eyes there, Stevie Wonder. What the fuck was I gonna see out of here?
I saw his head. I saw his head come through like.
Well, see, and like I said, she had a bag that she had set up over here on the wall that fucking fell earlier when I was getting it set up, so I had no clue what the fuck was going on.
That's great.
Sounds like a good. Jeff Browning in the chat said, "Sounds like a girl Adam Bolero would date. 4 to 6 foot, 500 pounds."
4 to 6 foot tall or 4 to 6 foot wide?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Square.
Nope.
Like fucking Minecraft blocks.
I'm not sure there's standards there. I don't think there's very many standards on that at all. 5 foot, 500 pounds seems like some of your guys' wheelhouse, ladies.
Damn.
Oh fuck! That's all I got for mine. Oh, we just hit our 100 message with the restreams.
Woohoo! Yay!
One then the
other. Pisser, piece of shit.
I don't have most of them hotkeyed. I got a bunch of them though.
Yeah, you lazy bastard.
I'm here to fight and fuck, and I don't see your sister.
So what's your topic? What do you got?
Let's see here. Let me switch some stuff over here. Exposure.
Well, that's not.
It's good. Not what you think.
I hope not.
Let me get out my notes here. I just want to touch on something that kind of happened this weekend. Not anything. I play in a band.
Did you spend some time in jail?
No.
Are you allowed to be around schools?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a secret. I play in a band. I make money playing in a band, right? And there was this place. I'm not going to say. It's in Indianapolis. I'm going to read this to you.
Johnny Goff asked if I'm not going to offer them a chair. There is a folding chair back there, but then you guys are going to get to see them sit on each other's lap. So,
well, by all means, sit down in the chair.
Nick is actually sending messages to Matt saying he looks sexy as fuck on camera, and then told Matt to moon the camera.
Please don't moon the camera. I mean, do what you want on your own time, but not. I can't control what Facebook does after you moon this fucking camera. I'm just saying. I may tag you and be like, eclipse this. I'm not gonna say anything about this this location's name, but it says location is looking for amateur performers who are looking to gain some exposure.
Oh, that's got to be Brad's Brass.
And possibly move into regular paid gigs based on performance and ability to sell tickets. Looking to pack my schedule with great bands of all genres and demographics to make for an interesting year here at the club.
Okay, maybe it's not the strip club.
DM if interested or reach out to any of the socials. Forward to hearing from all of you. Okay, there's one problem with this. Okay, I have always said that I play music for free. John has got to see me play music. Pretty good at it. I'm entertaining. You pay me to move my fucking gear from my house 60 miles away and drive a fucking hour, set that shit up, play music for free, unload the shit, put it back in my car, and drive 60 miles home. I'm pissed off about this because people don't understand that as musicians, we're broke. I have a fucking $2,000 bass sitting over there that's hanging on the fucking wall that's not getting used.
So they're wanting you guys to come perform just for free.
They're wanting us to play for exposure. Do you know how many guitar players?
So basically, it's an egotistical establishment that thinks that they are big enough that if you come play there, that is enough, that it will be growth for you.
Right.
And that's it. Like, you will build off of just what kind of place.
Let me ask you this: have you ever gone into a Denny's and got free food for a Google review?
That's them. They just came from there.
Did you guys get free food? Did you make a Google review on the Denny's?
He did. He got senior citizens discount.
It really, really bothers me that somebody would put that kind of thing on social media. That you can literally get more exposure by sharing your fucking song on Facebook to all of your friends and tagging everyone.
Or just paying $20 for a fucking ad.
Paying $20 for an ad.
And you could target. I mean, I think Hunter's done some of it, but I think with his business that he does, I'm sure that they've ran ads before too, and you can pick like your target location,
exactly,
age groups, genders. I mean, there's a fine line there.
Now, it's different.
He's turning around. I've got my button on the turn off camera just in case. I don't fucking trust. Dad's even fucking bartering in the comments saying he'll say $50 that he won't. Yeah, that $50 will be going to the Just Got Off podcast page.
Damn right. We got bills to pay, Brett.
But yeah, I mean, and I think it's one of those deals where I don't think you have to worry about it because people like you that's been doing it for a while.
Oh no, we still
establishment, and then none of these people will be going to play there.
We still get the thing of, well, how big of a following do you guys have? I don't fucking know. We don't keep.
Matter.
I don't fucking know.
Matter.
I don't keep track of how many tickets we sell. Like, how many Facebook followers you got? I don't know. How many hairs do you have on your fucking butthole? You muted yourself or something.
I did. I was telling that they said it's hot as fuck in here. I said, yeah, I've actually got the vent blocked off by my shelf over here too. But yeah, it's one of those deals where, like I said, I feel like a lot of the people like you that's been doing it, we're not gonna go race somewhere if they say, well, like we're not gonna pay you for your payout, or we're not going to pay you for your officials. Or,
yeah, it'd be like you showing up to get a fucking get a package of 3x5 photos of your race car. You show up to
free. There's no payout tonight.
Yeah, you show up to Circle City and they give you, a 10-pack of 3x5 photos of your race car like 6 weeks later. Like, what good is that gonna do?
Hunter just said in the back, he said, I pretty much already race for free. I just get tow money. I think their goals are just to start every feature this year.
Hey, I wish you the best of luck. I mean, I really do. But you know how you solve that problem of making every feature? Go faster.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he just said you just got to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brakes on the left, gas is on the right. You just stomp on that one on the right a little harder. I'm kidding. Seriously, good luck, though. I mean, I know you guys get a lot of shit luck and stuff and car parts and crap and whatnot. And
yeah, so here's an interesting comment too. My dad put in the chat. He said, "So if Blake Shelton calls and says la la la, you wouldn't go play there." So
for free, no.
What he's saying is, So if Blake Stephanie's gonna lose her fucking mind because we already know what she thinks of Blake. So if he called you right now and said, "Hey, come open for me at this place. You don't make any money, but you can open for me," you guys wouldn't go?
Steffi just chimed in.
You
just chimed in and said yes, you're gonna go. But as a musician, for my skills, I don't have anything to promote. I don't have a band that's promoting their new album or trying to sell T-shirts or selling CDs. I'm an entertainer in a weekend band that deserves to make money. I'm not doing it for free. I don't need the exposure.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, so don't get all fired up on me. I have to. This is why we have a podcast. Because you do that quite often. I said that's how we have a podcast. We gotta hit on both sides of it. But you gotta think too. Do you think that it's something that if you guys perform well enough, that other locations, that bigger locations, will say, "Hey, we'd like to book you for $2,500 here." We heard what you guys did. You
That's
guys
a possibility.
rocked.
But is
But
that
is that a risk? Is that a high risk reward that you take?
no, it is not. Guaranteed money.
I would. I'd sit up there like fucking Jenny off of Forrest Gump with a guitar over my naked lap. It ain't gonna sound good, but there may be that one hole in the wall place that might offer me something.
There may be. It's just because Blake Shelton got involved. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's a famous person, it's kind of a little different story. But I'm still not going because if Blake Shelton,
the naked guitarist,
do what?
Matt said he could see you being the naked guitarist.
Me being the naked guitarist, nobody wants to see that shit. I have fucking man boobs. Come on.
That's the least of the worries is the man boobs.
Fucking talking about that orangutan earlier. Yeah, I take my shirt off. It's just dark hair.
That's the other part of it too. We're still talking about the $25,000 wax. I'm telling you. Matt said that Nick races to have OnlyFans money. But Nick also put in the chat, he says, that's why I do porn, for the exposure, not for the money.
Right. That's something that could grow into fruitful relationships.
If it wasn't for the fact that his underage son would be driving the car this year, I think we could all pitch in to have like a bright set of orange nuts to hang from his rear bumper this year.
I could just make an orange nut sticker to put somewhere on the back of the seat, right about head level. No, it just irks me. Like, you don't. It's one of those things that you just don't do. You just don't ask for. It's basically the equivalent of a Denny's giving away free food for a free Google review. Like, us as musicians don't walk into a bar and go, "Hey, we'll play for free, so I can sell some CDs."
So how do you, so let me ask you, do when you first start a band, is that something that you have to do just to kind of get rolling?
You kind of do, yeah. You have to play. You have to play house shows. You have to play for fucking peanuts and drinks and stuff like that. I mean, you have to play for meals. You have to play for whatever. I've been doing this for 25 years. Not playing for free. Not playing for beer. Yeah. Would you go out and shovel gravel? Do what?
Matt said he would rather go jack off in a corner. But see, the funny thing is he used to be that jack off sitting in the corner because he came from go-karts. And go-karts there at Newcastle don't have a payout.
Right.
You literally spend, what was it, $75 a race for a pit pass? Yeah, it was like $75 for an entry fee and a pit pass.
Damn.
Yeah, he said there was a payout, but most of the time it was just a gift certificate for a comic cart. Most of the time, like from what I knew, is they didn't even do anything until like the end of the year. Like it was points, and then like if you won the points, you got like a free helmet.
Wow.
But like as far as like the 15 or 16 races that you had during the year, there was no like money payout at the end of the year. He said Nick never figured it out in the go-kart stuff because he got last. He was the Hunter Rayburn of the go-karts.
Hey, poor Hunter back here, man.
It's okay. He takes it. But he dishes it out. You see him and Logan's posts on Facebook.
Oh, I know. Yeah. They're responsible for like 90% of our Just a Tip topics, so it's all right. We'll let it slide a little bit. It's fine.
We have a comment from behind me too to put in the chat asking Nick on how do you flip a go-kart on pavement.
I don't know. Ask that fucking kid that wrecked that fucking about got his face smashed in on flow racing at the barn this weekend. You guys see that? I'll send it to you. It's fucking gnarly. Fuck karts. He wrecked me all the time.
Nick said you get the pit pass, fuel, tires. You're looking at $300 or $400 a weekend. It was insane.
That's nuts.
To not make any money.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. You know, I got $1,000 guitar.
And then all the parts that he had to replace when Matt wrecked him. Apparently.
Go faster.
Allegedly.
Don't let Matt wreck you. Don't go faster.
Yeah. Full send on this guy, jumped in, drive around me, and flipped me off. He said, "Yep, that was me."
Hey! Anyway, I just got aggravated about that post, and I was like, I got to vent about it, you know. Like, yeah, offer something. It doesn't have to be a fucking $100,000 gig, you know. Say, hey, man, like, you know, we just like to see if we can get you to draw a crowd. We'll do $25 a man. You get, you know, a meal and a couple drinks or whatever. But asking someone to play for free when they've put countless hours of fucking time into a fucking craft, you know, Matt Hedrick's not going to go hang fucking Christmas lights for free.
Well, fuck no. He's about to give people more of a bigger discount by my up earlier.
Yeah. He's almost said he gave him 20%.
20% off. But it's actually 10. I corrected it.
Well, fucked it up. All right.
All right. Ready for the Would You Rathers?
Yes, let's hit it.
Would You Rathers are brought to you by Murray's Automotive, Detailing and Performance.
All right.
Hang on a second. So, Matt told me to put out here in the open, you know, and ask about Nick about flipping a go-kart. He said I was laying on the concrete with a huge chunk of my helmet out, and Matt just drove by, didn't stop to check on me or nothing, flipped me off and kept going. It is confirmed. I don't know if you can see the laughing, but it is confirmed back here. Matt indeed said, "Yep, I did." Then he just drove on by, flipped him off.
Got points payout though, didn't he?
Cole says if it wasn't for Matthew Hedrick's big ass, we wouldn't have a higher weight rule this year. All right, let's get into these. Would you rather?
Go.
Would you rather have no fingers or no eyes?
No fingers.
Yeah, they both said fingers as well. I'm on board with that. I would absolutely fucking hate it if I couldn't see.
I could figure out a way to tape a slide to my nub and still play guitar.
You'd be like fucking Chubb, dude, from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, dude.
Have a wooden hand.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's like Matt just said too. They got like the bionic hands and shit. Yeah, I don't think I would risk myself doing the old fucking masturbation with it though. I feel like something would malfunction. It just like crush it or something.
Something freak out, just squish that motherfucker to death.
Nick says no eyes, then all women are pretty.
I like to see, man.
Yeah, well,
you know,
that all works with a light switch. It's the same difference.
Yeah, it's the same
Save
difference.
your fingers, bud.
Save your fingers, bud. You don't need them.
Yeah, Johnny Golf also said, I take offense to that comment, 900+ pound club. I don't even have to worry about it. When Johnny rolls across the scales, all I have to do is make sure he's within width and wheelbase. That's it. I don't even have to look at the scale anymore.
Was that a fat joke?
Oh, yeah. But it's not a Johnny fat joke. It's just a car. It's just an older style car. That's all it is.
So it's a fat car joke.
Would you rather control the emotions of those around you or be able to control the weather?
Control the weather.
I deal with a bunch of grouchy ass fuckers, dude. I think I'd have to control the emotions.
Fuck them.
I'm to the point where like
go over there. Go be grouchy. Piece of shit. I'm going to play golf because it's sunny and 75.
Back here said that he would like to control the weather.
That would make sense. He could probably make a lot more money and get a lot more done if it was sunny and 75 every day.
I don't know, man. Depends on how many Christmas lights he gets to hang up. We know Cole ain't hanging any Christmas lights.
I could guarantee you he could hang more Christmas lights if it was sunny and 75.
Yeah.
Golf course getting a little dry. Rain.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't care. The weather is gonna do whatever the fuck it wants. I just deal with whatever's thrown at me. I'm to the point where I work inside every day. and I spend a lot of fucking hours in that place, and I deal with a lot of grouchy ass, grumpy people. It would be nice to be able to control the emotion. I got to the point where I tell my supervisor, like, if I'm gonna be with somebody that's a fucking dickhead, I just don't even want to be around them.
I could see that.
Take me on another job.
But you know, if it was sunny and 75 all the time, maybe they wouldn't be fucking so grouchy.
Nah, they're still dude. Everybody, you know better. You worked in the post office. There's a reason for everybody to bitch.
Oh yeah,
At some point or another, everybody's there to bitch about something.
grumpy pit cat.
Oh man. All right. Would you rather do the dirty with someone who talks all the time, or someone who doesn't make a single sound?
Talks all the time.
Yeah, I feel like
Let's talk about the Chiefs game this weekend.
what?
Let's talk about the Chiefs game this weekend. I don't care.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck happened at the Chiefs game?
Did you see that episode of Just Got Off podcast? Oh my god.
No, I mean, I think it could be one of those deals that's just like there's dirty talking the whole time. Maybe a little uncomfortable talking, but I still think that I would take that over like pure quiet. That's not fucking fun.
I believe Cole Murray said something.
Shut up, bitch!
Sorry.
That's it. That's all I got for my
Damn,
Would You
son.
Rathers.
Wow, we didn't have a whole super conversation about that. What the fuck?
I know.
That's all right.
Well, I
We
don't want to
snowballed
get
a
into
lot
the
today.
last part. Here, you're right. Here you go. This is why I didn't, because the one that doesn't make a single sound, it'd almost be like you're sitting there fucking a dead person or something.
That'd be weird.
Just laying there all vanilla, not moving.
That'd be... Damn.
Karina's in the chat saying, "Stop touching my press." Matt's over here flipping switches and shit.
You're welcome to open the door and stop his ass.
That is Nick Cooley on a FaceTime
Hi, Nick.
with no shirt on. We're all on, dude.
He was kind of rubbing it out a little bit too.
Oh,
Like,
he said he's getting ready to go take a shower. He's got this fucking possum eating shit smile on his face. He looks like he's got somebody down in a well telling him to put lotion on the skin.
yeah, you go take a shower, you dirty bitch. Yeah, go take that.
Go take a shower. Bye.
Go take that shower, dirty bitch.
That was creepy. So I switched. I don't know if you saw it, but I actually edited the fucking just the tip topic for tonight. I had actually had something different. Mom asked if we had one, and I said, "Yeah, can change it. What you got?" So this one is called Strange Things or Strange Signs.
Okay.
One of the things that she has had happen, and I've had them happen too. If you have somebody that passes away, have you had things happen to where it's like a sign that reminds you of them? Like, perfect. I've got a couple examples that she sent me and things that I've experienced too. My grandpa was a huge bird lover. I mean, you could sit out on the back porch with him, and he could hear a bird, and he could tell you exactly what that fucking bird was, what it looked like. He could pull a book out and show you without even seeing it. Okay, so after my grandpa passed away, we hit so many fucking birds with our cars that it was insane. And it's still weird. Every time May comes around, he passed away in the middle of May. Every time May comes around, like, we know it. Because, like, Mom and I will both smack, like, fucking 10 birds that month. Won't hit a single fucking bird all year long, but when we come around that time, we'll hit a bunch of birds. The other thing he had is he lost an eye. I don't remember how it happened, but he only had one eye. He had a glass eye. But after he passed away, it was expensive to do the foundation for a gravestone. So Dad and I dug the fucking foundation ourselves. We dug the hole. It was underneath a big shade tree. We poured the concrete, did all that. But in the process of digging all that out, there was a praying mantis that landed on my mom. And it actually had a gray eye.
That's fucked
up. It
up.
was missing. It was the right eye, you know. So there was a couple signs there. There was one of them. My cousin passed away here, not quite a year ago. But there was a picture of her when she was really little and was holding me, and it has sat on my mom's filing cabinet for fucking ever on a magnet. Never been touched. Nobody ever touches the pictures. And she was sitting there like a day or two after she had passed away, and mom heard something fall. She was working from home. She heard something fall, and she turned around and looked, and that picture was laying on the floor.
Damn.
And then the most recent one was my grandpa's obituary has been hanging on the fridge under like 4 magnets since 2006. And here recently, when they called Saturday and said that my grandma only had 24 hours or less, Mom heard something fall in the kitchen. She looked in there, and my grandpa's obituary was laying on the floor in the middle of the kitchen.
Damn. Fuck out of here. Well, I have something like not similar, like people wise, but obviously my cat just passed away.
Yeah.
Bye, boys. Thanks for being
Bye.
part of the podcast. Everybody say bye. But I had something kind of similar happen. I don't really recall anything people wise. My sister could probably tell you a lot more about that kind of thing. I need to fix your camera back again.
I just moved it down, so hang on. I don't know how much it messed up.
It's fine,
but
I can get you. Let me fix that real quick. Hold on. Whoop. Make you a little bit bigger here. And done. Yeah. I just lost my cat back a couple weeks before Christmas.
Right.
And it's just one of those things where, like I just said earlier, I see things. I step over him all the time still. I walked away from the kitchen counter the other day. It was about half dark in the fucking living room, and it's like I see just out of the corner of my eye down here, I just see a little flash, like a little flash of a tail. I did it sitting here earlier. I'm so used to him being underneath my feet that when I move my foot, and I have an ottoman underneath here, and it's got a real soft part. It's hard wood, but it feels soft, like it's smooth, like it's and I'm wearing a different pair of socks right now than I normally do. And so when I moved my foot and set my foot on the corner and the leg of that ottoman, it felt like my fucking cat's head, like how slick his hair was. And it was just like a split second of like, oh, I can't put my foot there. The cat's there. Well, after he passed away, I think it was like the day after, I've had a little spot next to the deep freezer in between the wall where I keep like a piece of wood that if we leave, I'll shove it up underneath the door handle of the back door. That way it can't get, we go on a trip or something. Like when we went to Nashville, I shoved it underneath the door.
Right.
Just so somebody can't kick the back door in, a little extra security. That piece of wood had been sitting there God knows how long and never moved. After the cat dies, I come home, wasn't there in the morning. I would have stubbed my toe on it. Come back from work. That fucking piece of board has somehow slid out from behind that, in between the wall and the deep freezer, and slid out in the middle of the floor. Like there's no explanation why. I mean, this thing was sitting on top like a half-closed box.
Right.
And leaned up against the wall. Like gravity should have said it fell the other way. Like, you know what I mean? It should be laying right up against the refrigerator or up against the wall. But no, it's in the middle of the floor. And I literally walked in the house, and Stephanie wasn't home yet, and I said, okay, Bubba, I get it. You can go home now. It's okay. You can leave. It's fine. I'm okay. It just odds and ends of things like that really tripped me out. That fucking board hadn't moved in 5 months since we went to Nashville.
Right.
And then the day after he dies, it's laying in the middle of the bathroom floor. Physically impossible for it to like be where it was at.
Right. And see, like your comment that you just said too about how you talk to him, like mom and I do that too. You know, if we hit a bird, she'll be like, "Hi, Dad." You know,
Yeah.
like,
Hey. Yeah.
"Hi, Papa." Like, damn,
Mm.
dude.
Yeah.
It's a pretty morbid way to communicate, but
I mean, it is
for a
what it
bird
is.
lover,
It's part of the it's part of the coping process. You know, like I miss the fuck out of my cat. You know, like he would never said a word to me ever. Never communicated the fact that like, hey, I love you, Dad. You know, like you're my best friend ever. You know, thanks for the food. But just the fact that every time I come home, he was right there.
yeah.
You know, he
And I
sat
want to touch on
right
this
there.
while let's get I want to get the chat involved while we kind of discuss some more. My mother-in-law Jenny's in here, and she watches the kids for us while we're at work. Um, I obviously she said smells and stuff, but she
Oh,
put in there
smells? Yeah.
but she put in there Bexley's comments sometimes. I do want her to post in there examples and just because I'm curious of what she's talking about there. Um, and she did tell us about a feather left on the turkey in Thanksgiving. I think there's something that's like supposed to be a signal, like a signal that a loved one is with you if you find a feather.
Right. Yeah.
And when we did Thanksgiving this year, Jenny made a turkey, and her mom passed away a couple of years ago. Bexley was a really little baby when she passed, and Jenny said she went to make the turkey this year, and she opened the package up, and there was a whole ass fucking feather left on the turkey.
Really?
Just one feather.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
But while I hope she's still in here so she can tell us what comments Bexley makes because I'm curious on what she says. It stands out. But Mom asks, is it just imagination or are they real? So do you think those are um coincidence, or do you honestly think that is a real
I honestly
from the
believe
other side communication?
I believe it's from the other side communication, 100%.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Like it's one of those things that like.
I mean, it's either you almost have to believe it, because if you don't, then
it's unexplainable.
You have no reason to love anything ever in your life. You know what I mean? Like, I love the fact that that my cat spent so much time with me here. And do I resent the fact that I had to take him to the vet's office and put him down? Absolutely, every day. But that cat is still in this house spiritually. I guarantee you he's in this house.
Yeah.
One, he's either spiritually here as a poltergeist throwing fucking 3-foot long 2x4s across the floor, or as a shadow, or something, or he is within you as a person in your subconscious for when you turn or you smell something. Just for example, I don't know what the fuck we were doing the other day, but Steffi had something and she had me smell it, and I said, that smells exactly like my grandmother's kiln. And I haven't smelled that for 20 years.
Yeah, we talked about that on the podcast. I can't remember what the fuck it was, though.
I mean, it was like exactly that fucking smell, that fucking burning ceramic smell. And I haven't smelled that for 20 years. And I was just like, and then it was like, oh, shit, and like, it's like those people are still alive in your subconscious and inside your body. So, like my cat, for example, I just saw him earlier. He was right there by that black mark on my rug. He's still here with me.
So let me ask you this, because you said, like, when you found the board, you made a comment, say, like, it's okay to go. It's okay to go away, go home, Do you really mean that? Or is that or is that something that, like, those signs, those strange signs, as this is titled, is that something that you're okay with happening? Like the birds. I don't ever tell Grandpa to go away. I think for me, if those are real moments, those are real signs. I think life happens, and those people will never be forgotten, but things do happen to where we are busy in our own everyday life. And I think that I wouldn't want those signs to go away just because they are reminders. They are
Yeah,
things
but you're
that
not gonna forget. Like, you're just not.
No. But it's still one of those reminders that
And that's perfectly okay. But if it gets out of control, you know,
well,
like
yeah,
if you know, there's one of two things. If I come home and like I don't know, just fucking one of the cat toys is randomly laying in the middle of the kitchen. My cat has not played with cat toys for 10 years.
right.
Somebody's either been in this house or my cat is a fucking poltergeist. Like one or
Are
the
you
other.
okay with that? Nobody's been
I'm
in the
not.
house.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with coming home and finding feathery butt mice, laying in the middle of my kitchen floor. Either somebody's got a key to my house and freaking me the fuck out, and they have been in here, which I will smell you as soon as I walk in the house, whether you've been here or not. Or my cat's a fucking poltergeist. And that's why I said the things that I said when I found that fucking board. The fact that, like, hey man, like, your time on this earth as a conscious being is no longer valid. Like, I know that you want to be here, but for your sake and for your rest, for your eternal rest, you can go hang out with my Aunt Margaret, for example. Like,
Right.
go hang out with Aunt Marky, go hang out with Puddin', go hang out with Bobo. They'll take care of you until I get there.
So here's some examples Jenny gave us, and she was saying that when Bexley ran to Karina and called her a bubble button, she said no one but a mom would say that. That's like something that only her grandma would call her. And Bexley is obsessed with birds. She mentioned that she is obsessed with birds. Her grandma loved birds, and Bexley does too. Like, she's got this little fucking bird in a cage that chirps and shit. I think it's motion activated, and she'll sit there and play with that thing just to hear it. And kind of the family stuff has kind of fallen apart over the years and stuff. So Karina and her cousin and most of them don't hang around a whole lot. They haven't got to see the kids a whole bunch. So she put in the comments, she said, when I asked her if she wanted to go meet Aunt Kelly, which is Jenny's sister, which is her aunt, she said Aunt Titi, which is what she had always called her niece. And she's like, like I said, she's never met them. So it's just weird. That's what she's always called her.
Oh yeah,
but we've never
fucking
hung around
kids.
her
Kids are a
stuff,
conduit, man. Kids are a conduit for like supernatural things. Just because there's no, like, especially at the age Bexley is, like, she's starting to communicate a lot more, but she will have no recollection of any of these conversations till she's about 7.
Yeah.
So
and here's the other thing too.
I think that like the spiritual world, or the conduit between those two worlds, piggybacks off of kids because of that early age unconsciousness that happens with kids. I don't remember anything from pre 6 years old.
Really? See, I remember I probably was like 4. I remember like looking for worms and stuff out in the yard with my dad. I remember all kinds of different things about our house in Rushville, and we didn't move out here until I was 6. So, but I still have a lot of memories from when I was in Rushville when we lived there, and that had to have been from 6 and before.
Really?
Yep. Oh yeah. And then my mom said when Fred's mom died, my other grandma, she passed away back in 2020. When she lived in Florida. This is the one that worked at Disney World.
Yeah.
Okay. And she said when we were in the car the next day doing things that reminded us of her, like her favorite fast food place was Taco Bell. They went to Taco Bell. She said the first song that came on the radio is "All She Wants to Do Is Dance." She said she used to dance around the house singing that.
Dance.
Yep. And then I want to touch on another thing too. Yeah, and Dad. So yeah, my grandma's viewing was actually July 19th, and when we had her viewing and her services and stuff, it was in Portland, Indiana. Her home was in Portland, Indiana. So they brought her body up here from Florida, and we had it up here to where all the immediate family and everything else could, she was going to be, up here. Well, we walked into the hotel that we were staying at there in town, and there was Mickey Mouse decorated 4th of July decor sitting in the fucking lobby.
Fucking there you go. Like,
this isn't Florida. This isn't next down
that's
to
what I'm
Disney
saying.
World.
That's what I'm saying.
This is
Like,
in fucking Portland, Indiana, and the
there's
4th
just
of
some
July
weird shit going on there, and
2004.
somebody's gathering information. But like, here's another thing. Like,
It would be different if it was at the funeral home, but this was at just a random hotel in the middle of Portland, and it was sitting there in the lobby. It was 4th of July decor just sitting there, and it was weird. We walked in to check in. This is when Karina and I first started dating too, and we walked in and we're just like, whoa, fuck. Like, oh cow, okay.
wait a minute.
Okay. Hi, Grandma.
Yeah,
You know
how's
what
it
I mean?
going? Yeah, my sister would be the one to really talk to about that. Like, honestly, she's the fucking conduit for shit like that. Like she's got.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but she was saying something one time, and she was like, "Well, okay, Aunt Marky, you can leave me alone now. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine."
And Cole made a comment too here. He said, "My daughter acts and talks so much like my grandma, but my grandma was gone before she was born, unfortunately." And like, there, I'm not disagreeing with him that something might be there, but man, one thing that I have learned just from, Owen, I didn't get to experience it with just because biologically he's not mine, but with Bexley and Mason. Holy fuck, dude. I see like genetics are so crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's times when I
Well,
seen Bexley and she was like my twin when we were a baby. And then like as she's gotten older, like you look at pictures of Karina and Jenny when they were young and it's like my God, and like some of the things they do and the things they say, and Mason. If you
Mason
take a
looked like
picture
you
of
when
my
he came
dad,
out.
yeah, but if you take a picture of my dad when he was a baby, I think Mason looks just like him. And somebody said that to us the other day. So that baby look right there looks like Fred. And it does. Like the more I see him, it's just there's a picture that stands out, and I don't know where it is, but there was a picture of my dad when he was a baby with my Uncle Bobby. And my uncle is 3 years older than my dad. But there was a picture of them two when my dad was a baby, and it looks like fucking Mason.
Well,
And it's wild,
well,
dude.
we were
Genetics are so crazy, and how that all works out with just behaviors, sayings, everything.
we were on the way
wild.
down to the gig Saturday night, and I don't know if I got the picture on here or not. I think I do. I do, yeah. This is our grandbaby Bronson. Turn my brightness down here a little bit so we can see. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. Seeing there?
Yeah.
See that little squish face he's making, the little cheese face?
I think I know which picture you're getting ready to show too.
Well, I mean, we were on the way down to the gig, and Stephanie just kind of went like this
With her blonde hair.
with her blonde hair, and I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. I turned to her. I said, "That was exactly Bronson. There is no denying that he is your grandbaby. Ain't no way in hell." Because she made that face, and it looked just exactly like an adult version of Bronson, dude.
And that's how it happens too. Is you don't like to sit there and try and look at them and just kind of pick it apart. It's hard. It's when you see certain facial expressions, or like when I realized that Bexley was like, holy fuck, that's my twin. There was one point I remember when she was laying in her bassinet next to the bed. She was only like 3 or 4 months old. But I always used to sing a song to her every morning. It's good morning, good morning, good morning, Bexley Jane. Every morning I would sing that to her. And I rolled over and I remember singing that to her. And she just smiled so big, and I took a picture of her. I got a picture of her smile. And then I looked at the picture and I was like, holy fuck, that looks like one of my baby pictures. And it's crazy.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Look at that. Like, you can't tell me that ain't fucking Stephanie.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the one. Oh, where's the one that I did the other day? I did a side by side of it. Oh, yeah, here. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna try and.
Oh yeah. Little third.
So that's a picture that I took of Bexley the other day when we were playing. Here's a picture of me when I was a baby.
Yeah.
It is just absolutely crazy.
Crazy.
How just similar. I mean, it's wild.
Do you remember when the old people faces came out for like the filters on Snapchat or whatever?
Oh yeah.
It made your beard gray and wrinkled your face all up. Stephanie did that to me. And let's see if I can find a picture of my dad here.
While you're looking for those pictures, my mom just sent me the picture I was talking about. So here's a picture of Mason.
You got to turn your brightness down. Oh, there you go. There it went. Yeah.
Okay, so
What
that's
a cute
Mason.
little fart.
And then this is the picture that I was talking about with my dad.
Oh shit.
Nuts, dude, ain't it?
That's crazy.
Absolutely insane. I seen it, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's genetics are wild, dude. But yeah, I mean we kind of snowballed off the topic a little bit. We had some time to buy here, but yeah, it's crazy.
There's my dad.
Yeah. This is when you guys were working on your truck.
Working on the truck, right?
Right.
I mean, Stephanie sees it a lot more than I do, but I definitely pick up on certain things. When that filter thing from Snapchat came out, she took a picture. I mean, I just sat there, I didn't smile or anything like that, but it made my beard gray and it wrinkled my face all up. And Jesus Christ, I have never seen a duplicate image of my dad ever. And that was the first time I'd ever been like, holy shit, I'm turning into my dad. Like, wow.
Does that make you feel good or what?
Yeah, my dad's a fucking great human being. Like, he's worked his ass off for 40 years. He's an admirable person. I mean, he's my dad. He's my fucking hero. I mean, he's the reason why we're changing upper and lower control arms in my truck. He's got all the cool tools and he had all the cool shit when I was growing up. He had fucking boat and he had hot rods and he had all the cool things. And my sister was born, and he had to get rid of all that crap, and so it's her fault, and like, I mean, it's just like I love my dad,
I feel like I got a lot of my mom in me when it comes to looks. I've got a lot of my dad in me though too. Like
I have more of my dad's mannerisms.
Saturday night, we were on our way home from going out to eat, and there was a couple in front of us. Didn't know who they were at the time or anything, still don't, but we were traveling down 244 and they fucking had a tire blown out on the left rear of their car. They're just driving. I'm talking like it's on the rim. There's a line on the pavement because the rim was riding on.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just pulled up behind them and I turned my flashers on, just rolling down the highway, and they pull into Dollar General, and I told Karina, I said, I'm pulling in behind them and help them change this. It's cold as fuck out, dude. It was really cold. Yeah. So I whip in behind them and aim my headlights right at their tire. That way I can have a light to work with. And like I got out, I went ahead and got my gloves and shit on. And I said, "You guys got a spare?" And they're like, "Wow, what?" And I said, "You got a flat tire." Oh hell, we didn't even know. It's some old like little skinny, scrawny old man, and his wife gets out of the car. Oh, I thought we heard something, and I'm just like, oh fuck, man. Yeah. So. But it was one of those deals where, and I'm saying this as a comparison to my dad. My dad is a very, very, like, charitable person. He will help anybody at any point in time, mechanics-wise. I mean, he's a fucking guru at that shit. And he's always been that way to help somebody out.
Come on over. I got a pop-up noise in the front end of my truck I can't figure out. Bring him with you. Bring him with you on the second.
It's just Dano making fucking noises in the seat. But... We opened the trunk up, the spare tires there, and the little fold-up fucking wrenches there. I don't even know what to fucking call it. It's the wheel breaker, I guess. But there's no fucking jack.
Oh, fuck.
So luckily we're right there, and I told him, I said, dude, if I said you can hang out here for just a minute, I said, my parents live in town. I said, I'll head right over to my dad's and go grab a jack real quick. So I took Karina's car up there to the house, and we had the kids with us. But I just pulled right up to the house, Jack Dad's Jack. Took it out, loaded it in the back of the car, and then drove down to Dollar General, jacked it up, changed the dude's tire, and he's like, "What do I owe you, man?" I said, "Nothing, dude. Just make sure you get home safe." He was saying, He's like, yeah, we just got done eating in Shelbyville. I said, yeah, we did too. He said, where'd you guys go? I told him Texas Corral. And he said, well, fuck, he said, we were right there at Cracker Barrel. So, well, we were eating right across the street from each other. But he said, we got lucky we found you. He said, I don't know how we would have got home. I said, well, just pay it on to somebody else, man. He's like, well, I appreciate it. He said, we went out to eat because we haven't had time to go anywhere or do anything. He said, we haven't had water for 2 or 3 days. He said, well, I finally just got the pipes frozen out today. And he said, we wanted to get out and go eat somewhere. So they've had frozen pipes for 3 fucking days there at their house.
God damn.
Just got them thawed out and went out for a night on the town, I guess, and then fucking blew a tire. So
fucking talk about bad luck. They talked about last week, you know, it's like I save my money all year long to get fucked in the first 2 weeks of January when it gets cold. You know, fuck.
Yeah.
So I think that's a podcast for Monday night at 8 p.m. on January 22nd. You got to get up early. I don't have to get up early, but I got a lot of editing and producer shit to do when we get done. So thank you guys for being here. Special shout out to our sponsors, Hedrick's Lawn and Landscaping, Roofs by Ooley, Murray's Automotive Detailing and Performance, and Gray Auto. Make sure you mention the podcast to all of those people, and you will get a discount from most of them. I think it's 10% except for Gray Auto, and they give you exclusive offers. There you go. That's perfect. Yeah. Exclusive offers for mentioning the Just Got Off podcast. So thank you guys to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the chat and everybody. You guys were awesome tonight. Viewership was quite amazing. So thanks to Hunter and Matt for popping in and scaring the shit out of John. That was cool. We'll definitely have to clip that because his little head come right to the door like fucking Jack Nicholson and fucking.
I flat out turned into a turtle, man. I fucking.
Oh shit!
Because I know Karina wasn't wearing a black fucking hoodie behind me,
right.
So I was very shocked on what the fuck was happening.
That's funny.
I was about to be abducted.
Right.
I figured she done fell asleep and left the fucking doors unlocked or something. So
she probably did. You never know. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget the merch. There, wherever it's at. John's got it, I think. He's getting ready to type it in there for you. Make sure you share the podcast, share all the clips, tag us in anything, send us messages if you got an idea for a topic or something. We appreciate you all being here, and we will see you next week on Monday, and then Friday. Twice next week, yes. Once on Monday, and then for Groundhog Day with our good buddy Chris Walters for the Groundhog Day episode, Power Hour, Card Games, and Shenanigans on February 2nd. We will see you all next week. Adios. Backslay. Good night, everybody.
Peace out.